Good morning. It is Tuesday. It is the 21st of January, and our reading is from Ecclesiastes 3:11. God has made everything fit beautifully in its appropriate time, but He's also placed ignorance in the human heart so that people cannot discover what God has ordained from the beginning to the end of their lives. This should be reassurance that God is in control. It also should tell us that everybody who gets on TV, YouTube, whatever, who's going to tell you when Christ is going to return, don't know what they're talking about. Do I think He's going to come back sooner than later? Absolutely. Here's two truths I always give out. One, we're one day closer. Two, it'll never be a day anybody predicts because God doesn't want to make them look good. But the reality is our comfort and our security and our praise should be in knowing that God has set up everything with perfect timing according to His will and His plan. We certainly see that in the 69 weeks of Daniel, which closed as appropriately with Christ's death, burial, and resurrection. And we're now in a giant parentheses called the time of the Gentiles, the time of the church. And once we're out of here, He'll start the clock up again for Israel and the nations with the 70th week. But he does that in His own perfect timing. At just the right time, Christ came. And so that should be our security, even in knowing that when we go home to be with Him, it's in His perfect timing. And so this is to be a source of security and peace in our lives, knowing that we don't have to figure these things out. God doesn't intend us to understand these things. Instead, our trust and our security is in who He is, not in knowing all the answers. And that should be a source of peace and contentment. The knowledge that He is in control, that He holds us in His hands, that we are secure in Him, and that one day we're going to be with Him. So praise Him for that. Focus on that today as a source of peace and security. And if He doesn't come back before the end of the day, I'll see you again tomorrow.